There. Now, on Friday, we brought you the story of Jack Phillips. He was sued in 2018 for refusing to bake a wedding cake for a gay couple on religious grounds and won in the Supreme Court. But he's back in court after refusing to make a gender transition cake. Autumn Scardina is a transgender lawyer in Colorado who tried to order a cake in 2017 to celebrate her transition. She sued Phillips last year and won. The court claimed Phillips was in violation of state law and was fined $500.
But now Phillips is challenging that case, hoping to overturn the ruling. Jack Phillips, the baker, and his attorney, Jake Warner, join us now. Great to have both of you with us. Jack, this is clearly nothing new to you. Tell us where you are right now in this attempt to turn the suit over.
Well, first of all, I just want to make it clear that I serve everybody who comes into my shop, but there are messages that people ask for with cakes that I can't express. And so in this case, it's our third lawsuit, and we were currently in the Colorado Court of Appeals where Jake Warner argued our case before a 3-judge panel. And so we're hoping to have that lower court decision reversed that found me guilty.
Well, tell us what the experience was. Who came in? I mean, this is getting old, and they're actually targeting you. Let's not be naive about it. They want to go to court. They want to make an example out of you.
Now, this attorney that's suing me had first contacted me back in 2012 after the two men came in and asked for the same-sex wedding cake, and has been in contact ever since, emailing me, calling me a hypocrite and different things.
Wow.
And asking for a cake with Satan smoking marijuana. And then finally, the day that the Supreme Court granted our case and the announcement came that we would be heard at U.S. Supreme Court, that very day, this attorney called and requested the cake. And so we told this attorney, we'll be glad to serve you other custom cakes. You're welcome in our shop. You can buy anything we have, but that's a cake that we can't create because it expresses a message that goes against my conscience.
Yeah, Jake, in this suit, can you charge the woman who clearly is goading Jack for harassment or for I don't know the legal terms, but can you use that?
Well, what we've seen over the past 10 years is activists and government officials targeting people like Jack, artists, for their speech. They want to punish them for their views on some of life's biggest issues like marriage and gender. And the First Amendment doesn't allow that. What Jack's case is about is free speech for everyone. The First Amendment protects Jack's right to create art consistently with his deepest beliefs, but it also protects, for example, an LGBT website designer. We don't think the government should force her to express a view about marriage that goes against her beliefs. So free speech is for everyone. And what we're fighting for here is the right of every American to say what they believe without fear of government punishment.
Also, as a business owner, Jack, I think a lot of people looked at this situation in which, how can you force, if you're not part of the government, how can you force somebody to make a cake like there's not somewhere else they could get a cake? What did it feel like going through that? It took years. And then when you finally won, were you surprised, or did you think that was going to be the eventual outcome?
Well, we won at the U.S. Supreme Court back in 2018 after an almost 6-year battle. But the very day that the court announced our case, like I said, this attorney called us and targeted us. And then 3 weeks after that, the complaint that this attorney had filed with the Colorado Civil Rights Division, they decided they had grounds to pursue. And so they took us to court, again, suing Masterpiece Cake Shop versus the Colorado Civil Rights Commission. And then they dismissed those charges. And then this attorney has turned around and filed a civil lawsuit against me.
Yeah, and again, it's astounding because a lot of people have watched this case over the years and just said,
it keeps on going.
Yeah, it never stops.
Keeps on going.
And
exactly.
we hope you win this one,
we
too.
We do. We hope you get some peace. Yes. Thanks so much.
Hey, that's the name of the shop, Jack and Jake. All right. Thank you very much.
Cake Shop.
Thank you so much.